Oh my gosh, look at this little badger. Oh, hello, my dear sweet friends. My name's Denise, and I'm here to tell you a bedtime story. This one is a pretty good one that I've been reading, and I've been waiting for you guys to come. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. This is a book called Tidy, and it's about a special little badger who loves keeping things really nice and clean. But sometimes it's okay to be not clean for a little bit. So let's see what this badger has to do, and we'll go ahead and get our stuffed animals. I got mine right here. I'm gonna give him a big old hug. Oh, perfect. I hope you guys got your stuffed animals ready and set. Let's do it. This is called Tidy. Deep in the forest lived a badger named Pete, who tidied and cleaned and kept everything neat. He tidied the flowers by checking each patch and snipping off any that didn't quite match. He tidied the fox by grooming his fur. He untangled each knot and each twig and each burr. He tidied the birds, from the big to the small, by brushing their beaks and then bathing them all. He's a nice badger, helping everybody out. He picked up stray sticks, he swept and he rubbed, he polished the rocks and he scoured and he scrubbed. I like all the trees in this book. So when the last leaf fell, well, it's looking like fall is there. Pete tidied up, but still he wasn't happy. Now the trees looked bare and scrappy, and so to make it look all neat, Pete undertook a mighty feat. Look at all those garbage bags he filled up with all those leaves. He dug up every single tree. But then it rained. There was a flood. There was no more trees to catch the rain. And afterward, a lot of mud. Pete called the diggers, he called in the mixers, he called in the concrete, the rakers, and the fixers. Look at him on top of that bulldozer there. No mud, no leaves, no mess, no trees. Perfectly tidy and perfectly neat. This forest is practically perfect, said Pete. That right there doesn't look like a forest to me. hungry, he thought. I deserve a treat. So he hunted around for something to eat, but the beetles and worms that he usually found were under the concrete, deep in the ground. And so Pete decided to go home instead. If he couldn't have dinner, he'd go straight to bed. But when he arrived and took out his key, there wasn't a door where the door used to be. All that stuff is under the concrete. Uh-oh. Later that night, Pete tossed and he turned. His belly was empty. It rumbled and churned. As he lay in his mixer wide awake, he started to think, I have made a mistake. So the very next morning, when it got light, he set about trying to put everything right. He's tearing up the cement, getting that dirty floor back. I love it. Then the animals came from the strong to the weak, and they lent him a paw or a claw or a beak. Everyone's helping to get back the forest. Oh yeah, baby. They put everything back as it always had been, but maybe less ordered and not quite as clean. And Pete, well, he promised to tidy up less, but if he succeeded is anyone's guess. Look at all those pretty trees. They got a nice garbage can over here so they can keep that forest clean. I loved that book so much, and since today is Earth Day, I thought it was a really fun book to kind of go for. Anyways, thank you guys so much for letting me come into your homes. I know Mark is really excited to have you guys around. I'm going to give him one more big squeeze hug before I go to bed, and you guys should hug your stuffies too. You know, stuffies give the best hugs. I'll chat with you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye!